no dirty, yeah. Make you dey careful, no go damage your life. You've got one life to live.
Buy original.
You should know where to go. The SON.
For more than 5 decades, we have been in the business of promoting and enforcing standards in the country. We have touched virtually all sectors of the economy, providing standards for products and services to guarantee quality and safety of consumers, as well as protect local manufacturers from unfair competition by substandard imported products. In the last 2 weeks, we have provided you insights on how the Standards Organization of Nigeria has evolved in the last 50 years. Our focus this week is on how the agency has provided technical support to local manufacturers of goods through the years. The program you are watching is your program, Standard and You, your guide to product quality and safety. My name is Ifenyinwa Okonkwo, and thanks for joining us on the program. Do not go anywhere. I'll be back shortly.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's fake.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's bad.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It hurts.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It destroys.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It kills.
These are substandard products. They are dangerous to human lives and have negative effects on the nation's economy. We work round the clock in search of these products, and wherever we find them, we destroy them. We are committed to the war against substandard and fake products. We are the Standards Organization of Nigeria. Join us on Standard and You, your guide to product quality and safety.
A warm welcome to Standard and You, your guide to product quality and safety. It is the process of coordinating, developing and enforcing technical standards rising from consensus reached by various stakeholders, which include consumers and firms. This activity in any jurisdiction is coordinated by a standard body. In Nigeria, the responsibility rests on the Standards Organization of Nigeria, the SON. For over 50 years, yes, 50 solid years, the SON, working with relevant stakeholders, elaborated and enforced standards in the country. It may interest you to know that manufacturers of goods are the greatest beneficiaries of these standards. In what ways have they benefited, and have these standards turned around the fortunes of these companies through the years? Please take a listen.
One of the core functions of the Standards Organization of Nigeria is the elaboration of standards. These standards are developed by the agency in collaboration with relevant stakeholders in academia, business, among others. The laboratory is a critical facility needed by the SON to enable it function effectively in carrying out product analysis and quality assurance. When the SON began operation about 50 years ago, it had just a couple of laboratories, as explained by a former Director General of the SON.
The few officers I have here, they were not up to 10. I called them and talked to them. Do you visit offices, the industries? Do you go to inspect industries? They said, no, sir. Well, how will we go there? They will not allow us to enter. If we go to the gate, the security man would not allow us to enter. So we don't go again. So what do you really do? Oh, we are not doing, we don't sit here. So that was how this organization is. And for me to kickstart, I told them we are going to visit industries and that I have a 503 here. That's my own vehicle that will use it to go to the industries, that they will allow me to enter because I'm wearing uniform. I went to the Commissioner of Police that I need policemen because I have to enforce quality of products in this country. So they gave me over 20 mopo and 4 senior officers, and police had their truck. So when I'm going to any industry, it was like going to war. People were wondering what have they done wrong. We say we are coming to inspect. All the chief executives will come out and then they will lead us through. So that's how we started the inspection. of Industries.
The agency contended with other problems ranging from poor logistics, inadequate fund, while making serious efforts to gain public acceptance and relevance at that time.
I felt Ikorodu Road was too small to stay for an organization that would set standards for the entire country. 4-bedroom, no telephone. So I sent my orderly to go to Prt that I want 5 lines. Within 48 hours, I must have 4 or 5 lines of telephone. And they supplied the 5 lines. So I gave 3 to my staff. I kept 2 for myself as the chief executive. I had 2 lines. Now I want to visit the industries. My vehicle alone cannot carry out the job. So I needed vehicles to do the job. And obviously, there was no vehicle. We were under the Ministry of Industry. And I went to complain to them. They said they don't have enough vehicles. I said, well, we are under you. They said, yes. They can only give what they have. So I asked the army to assist me. And they gave me one old 505 that was still smoking. We were able to repair. So we had 2 vehicles, my personal vehicle and the military vehicle. That was what we were using. Visit to companies in Lagos.
As the nation's economy grew over the years, with government developing the non-oil sector, more industries emerged and the need for the SON to expand its activities became imperative.
It's a milestone in our collective effort to create an enabling environment for the ease of doing business, to prepare them to face the challenges that comes with manufacturing within Nigeria and export of products beyond the shores of Nigeria.
One of the outcomes of my research also showed that over 80% of substandard products in Nigeria came from China. And so that informed the kind of approach I took. I, for example, put 3 levels of intervention. 1, how can we get the Chinese not to bring bad products into Nigeria? 2, how do we stop those products from the ports, from getting into Nigeria? And thirdly, how do we educate Nigerians enough so that even if when they see those substandard products, they will not buy them? Because there are substandard products everywhere, in the UK, in the US. The difference is that we embrace those products. Unlike the British or Americans who, when they get those substandard products, they will fight you to death.
Successive heads of the Standards Organization of Nigeria invested in quality infrastructural development, providing the agency with adequate capacity to deliver its mandate to Nigerians.
Globally now, laboratories are now certified. So certification of labs is key. Our labs are internationally accredited. That means whatever test is carried out in this lab, that is a big achievement. It's not just any lab that a result can be accepted. The result from SN lab is accepted globally because it has been accredited into international accreditation system. So therefore, any product tested and certified by Standard Organization Lab is accepted globally. That is the major achievement of SON. So investment in lab is key to the success of SON in doing these duties.
Enugu was a zonal office, and the zonal structure then, you cover more than 1 state. So as far as Enugu, we travel to Imo State for inspection. We cover Enugu, Ebonyi, Imo, Anambra. These are the areas we cover, and we travel from Enugu every day with just 1 vehicle. We travel all that length, go and do the inspection, come back at night, highly challenging. But we thank God, God has helped us thus far.
Within those days, when we are having inspections, we have a lot of logistics problems. I can remember sometimes we go with our personal cars, but now we have a lot of vehicles to take us, operational vehicles that take us around for our inspections. Even during those days, I have an accident, a serious accident that I even lost a colleague. He was in coma for 6 months at Lagoon Hospital and eventually died. It was a terrible experience, but compared to now, things have changed. With the present crops of DG we've had, along the years, we've had a very good experience and good listening with our stakeholders. Our stakeholders now, they have more respect for us.
There are thousands of factories or industries in the country. They produce goods from domestic to industrial products. These businesses, like other parts of Africa, contend with a myriad of challenges. There's a problem of inadequate power, multiple taxation, among others. Operators of industries have demonstrated confidence on the Nigerian business environment despite these challenges.
As a standards, actually, they also came in and they used to approach us from the Lagos zone. Okay. And they also said they were not having even equipments for testing in those days. Yes. Even some of the testing is usually done by manual. Chemicals. It was not with all these latest technologies. Now we have a universal tensile machine. Those days there's no tensile machines. Even the chemical compositions, we have the latest equipments of spectrometer. But those days they have to do manually with the chemicals, with the liquid chemicals actually. Yeah. So that is how it has been started and established actually. But time to time, the SYN, whenever they come, they visit us, we jointly work together, we share the knowledge, and they also correct us wherever we are having any issues actually.
One good thing that happened was, the advices they gave us to meet the standards of production in Nigeria and some compliances to do within our factory. All these inputs, it gave us an improvement in our production facility, in terms of hygiene, housekeeping, good manufacturing practices, to say in short. So there were many such benefits that came in. And ever since then, with regular SON inspection and their advices, there have always been a constant improvement. We can never say that we are 100%. Scope of improvement is always there. So likewise, in every inspection of ours, we have an interaction during our closing meeting and the opening and the closing meetings, and good points are discussed, we implement them, and this is how we've grown.
One government agency that has provided technical support to manufacturers of goods in the country is the Standards Organization of Nigeria.
In the sense of standards, putting us on our toes, making sure that what we said we are producing, what we are producing, what we will continue to produce remains, something to be proud of, and our consumers will not have any issues with it. And for your consumers for years not to have issues with our products shows that Standard Organization is also watching our back, and we are also adhering to their policies, adhering to their regulations, adhering to their call-outs, adhering to the fact that they are inspecting us and we are doing what is required of us.
That time we approached them because we know that they exist, and there will be need for us also to comply with the rules in Nigeria, since we manufacture our product in Nigeria. So we want to be identified with them, so we went to them and then they came. And all along they've been coming on their own, even to monitor what we are doing. There's what we call surveillance inspection. They follow up on that squarely, and as it's been scheduled, they will receive them here. And like I said, the relationship has been so cordial because we've been complying with the instruction given to us.
Through mandatory conformity assessment program, SON has exposed local manufacturers to standard production processes that has helped these companies tremendously with positive outcomes.
Since we have been with them, there are a lot of improvements that they have put into our system, because when you go to a system, it's like you are doing a mini audit. And when you check their system, if you see something they need to work on, something they need to, improve on, you advise them accordingly. We've been there. And majority of the product, they come for online check, which we do together. Their staff will be here throughout the whole day. They will check all the parameters one after the other, document their own. They look at you. It's like they do their work thoroughly. And with that, it also ginger us. And considering the fact that our objective in Eternal PLC is also to ensure that we give out quality products and services that meets customer requirements. We always get customer feedback. Your products are okay, your products are good. So they have been of high help to us in terms of system improvements.
I came to know of ACN about 30 years ago during my school days. But when I joined the association as a material expert, it was very tough for them because what I've been campaigning is quality, 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 which is very, very absurd. They don't like it because it has used to be old papas. What are you telling me? Our forefathers have been molding us with mud. It never collapsed. But the activities of those days is different from the activities of nowadays. We have a lot of high-rise building, which we don't have those time. Now, the SN now came in to really put us right by organizing a series of seminars, workshops, paying visit to our sites, before even getting to the stage of registration or licensing, and after satisfying all the conditions. Myself, what to do during rainy season, dry season, all these technicalities also gave us a lot of insights. And today we can now talk. Romance has gone tremendous. It has really helped us to grow. We are looking at now, they can really help us to compete with the Western world.
Son has been able to help us meet our customers' expectation through their continuous monitoring, through their advices on our businesses. They've been able to meet up the set standards. Son has been very, very helpful in helping us conform to the standards.
Over the years, officials of the Standards Organization of Nigeria have maintained regular inspection of factories in the country.
I know with the industry, the more we continue working with the industry, showing them the importance of what we are doing to their business, because it's important to explain why we are important to the industry, why we are important to Nigerians, why we are important to the government, because if you understand why we are important, then you will see the reason why it's in your interest to work with us, to make us efficient, and to keep an eye for us for those bad eggs in the market or in the industry who don't want to do the right thing.
SON is not only providing technical support to local manufacturers. The agency is also tackling the menace of substandard products in the country. The volume of seizure has continued to double as the agency deploys strategies to check the influx of these bad products in Nigeria.
If you support companies that are local, you're also helping to build a better economy for them and all. So SON is a bit too important to be where it is placed. I believe that SON should be a super parastatal that should actually have the status of what they call a commission, so to say, reporting into the presidency, because it's a very, very critical agency of government that is involved in practically every aspect of our lives.
As the SON celebrates its Golden Jubilee, the Director General of the Standards Body in Nigeria, Malam Farouk Salim, believes that it's not yet uhuru, adding that a lot more success in the fight against substandard products can only be won with the support of every Nigerian.
Sensitization, education by our organization, Standard Organization of Nigeria, is a continuous process, and it's going to be difficult for us to say we reach this stage and we'll never stop it. It's like in the hospital. There's always going to be a sick person, so there's always going to be a doctor. So we know we are needed to do sensitization as an organization, and we'll continue doing that.
You're still watching Standard and You, your guide to product quality and safety. Feedback is next. Alimoto Sifo is our guide.
Call it the lifeblood of every engine. Its unique combination of properties is balanced to reduce friction, ensure cooling, cleaning and protection of the engine. It's the automotive lubricant, also known as engine oil. I'm glad to tell you I'll be sharing 5 standard tips on automotive lubricants, and that will be right after responding to your messages. My name is Zalimot Osifo. Welcome.
Look behind me. All this one now wire, where we seize from them. You know, see as them plenty there. Iron 9 they put inside. Maybe some people have saying their money for time and now they take build house. You can't use this kind of wire. I can't burn and down. What do you get again? So when we see people with this kind of thing, maybe they tell us to, we will go catch them.
Choose life and live. Buy original. Be original. SON.
Lobito Shitu from Lagos says, let the layman know the difference between original and substandard electrical cables. Thanks for your contribution. We are educating the public on product quality and safety through our program Standard and Due. We can authoritatively tell you that an original electrical cable should be made of 100% copper, not aluminium. Philip from Benue says, consumption of bad spices leads to many health problems today. You're right, Philip. Not just spices. Whatever we consume must be of good quality, else it becomes a threat to life. So, always ensure products have been duly approved or certified by regulatory bodies. Ibrahim Mukhtar says, very impressive and unprecedented achievements in the history of SON. Keep up the good work. Thanks so much, Ibrahim. That's great reaction to SON at 50, and we hope to serve you better. Abiola from Lagos says, is it appropriate for a company to register with 2 organizations? Well, Abiola, it depends on the mandates of the organizations. If they are not related, then the registration will serve different purposes. Abdulkadir Issa from Katsina says, bravo to all of you at SON. Looking forward to working with you. Thanks so much, Abdulkadir. It's so nice to hear from you. Now to 5 standard tips on automotive lubricants. Buy trusted brands of lubricants certified by SON from only authorized dealers. Know the right grade and viscosity of oil for your vehicle as recommended by vehicle manufacturer. Don't compromise on quality. Using substandard oil will damage your engine. Change your engine oil at regular intervals to keep your car running properly. Know the shelf life of the engine oil to prevent poor performance or damage. There you have it, 5 standard tips on automotive lubricants. And that's a wrap on this week's episode of your favorite public sensitization program, Standard and Due. 0705972445 is the number to send in your messages to with your full name and location. Catch up with missed episodes online at youtube.com/standard and due. As always, buy original, sell authentic, and use only the best. Enjoy the rest of the week.
Why you dey buy fake product, make you dey careful, no go damage your life. You've got one life to live.
Buy original.
You should know where to go. The SON.